Hello Leo, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level, what it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. Keep in mind that I will be channeling through my higher intuitive self, which is not just my soul, but my spirit as well. And if any extra cards come out, my way of, sorry, something just fell. My way of reading cards, I do read the top card. And the top card for me has the most amount of energy. So that is my method. If nobody likes that, that's totally up to you. That's just the way it is with me. At the end of the reading, I do channel, and I do ask the angels to help in what kind of guidance we can give. This is for those of you who have been in a relationship already. You could have had a relationship in the past, could be something current. This could also be for those of you that are in a situationship. I just can't put a label on it. This is also for those of you who have simply exchanged glances with someone, but it's happened more than a few times and you know that there's something energetically there, but no one's saying anything. And if some of you do want to know more about what I do, you can go on my website and read up a little bit about me. All right, this is beliefs. I'm putting this back. This talks about opinions being different. So a while ago, somebody did comment and say that I don't channel through my own self. I'm using negative energies. Well, I don't, because I actually have packages that get rid and destroy negative energies. So I don't know how that's possible. There are no negative energies in my room. There's no orbs. I don't deal with any type of entities. So there is an actual way of doing these type of things yourself. It's just a matter of channeling the right frequency. So that's how I do this. Leo, you have a few things here where it's a third-party situation. There's something going on here where there is some situation where this person cannot give you their time, energy, and effort, and it is a problem. Here you have the first card, the strongest, shape-shifting, followed by illness, wellness. Then we have nourishment, wild woman, compassion, mothering, laughter, sensuality, growth. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. I'm going to express to you, Leo, what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you. This reading is very much for those of you who have already had some type of an experience, whether it's physically or energetically with somebody. This is what I'm seeing with the type of cards. This is not somebody just brand new who you just met. No. This is somebody who's had history with you because of this particular card. All right. My dear Leo, no matter where I go or who I am with, I always end up thinking about you. It is hard for me not to. Even though I'm on a path with somebody else, my mind is always towards you and what you're doing. It's hard for me to focus. During my work, during my daily routine, I often end up thinking about you, always looking
behind my shoulder, seeing, are you going to be there? Am I going to get to see you? What is it that you're doing right now? It's hard for me not to think about you. Even when I'm with someone else. Even when I'm doing something else. And this separation that we have, this distance that we have, there are many things that are holding me down below the surface of this water. And it's hard for me to reach above and see that shining light that it's you. I haven't really opened up to you that much about certain things that are very dark from my past. There are things that are holding me down. There are things that are weighing me down. Trauma, guilt. But in addition to that, there's responsibilities. There's barriers, restrictions, complaints. Everything that has happened so far, I have had a problem with, because it's hard for me to move on and to be in that light. We also have this connection where I feel this nurturing quality that comes from you. It's very fulfilling. There's a sense of fulfillment, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. And I see that you are the complete package. You have always been. But I have not been truthful to you. I may have said a few words, twisted a few things. But the truth is, I have hidden things from you. Even if I have spoken words, paragraphs, pages, I have omitted and taken out pieces of information. Does that mean I lied to you? It just means that I didn't tell you. But that feels like a lie. I have been sneaky. There has been suspicion in this connection. And for this reason, I know I've put you in a very awkward position. You now are in a situation where more compassion is needed. I do feel compassion towards you now, almost pity, why you are in the situation that you're in now. I was the one that put you in this situation. Things were already different for you back then. But when things became a bit intense between us, I put you in a situation that now has you worse off than you were before. And I feel this empathy. I do understand what you're going through. But I can't change that now. What's happened has happened. In you, I have found somebody who is very nurturing, caring, protecting, loving. I sense unconditional love from you. And this is why I know that no matter where I go, no matter what I do, you're always going to be accepting me with open arms. That's just who you are. I also see you as one of the best friends that I've ever had, somebody who's like my confidant. Energetically, I feel like I can trust you. I feel like you're my best friend. You know what makes me laugh. You know what makes me happy. You make my heart happy. You're like the shining sun on a rainy day when the clouds part. There's something about you that makes me feel very alive, vibrant again, youthful again, happy again. And to top that off, there's no doubt you are very, very sexy. You're very good looking, alluring, tempting. There's so many things about you that I like. And it's hard for me not to think about you. I know things in the past have really changed the way we have behaved, the way things started off. I believe that things did start off quite suddenly. And one thing I didn't do was learn more about you as a person, who you are really on the inside. The things that you have always wanted when you were young. The things that you plan on doing when you're much older. So many things come and go. And I realize now that I need to grow with you. I can't just think that there's only one part of you, the sensual part. There's much more to you than that. I want to grow with you. I want to learn more about you. Because this time I want things to be different. I know things happened very suddenly and my focus was something else. My focus was on something else. But I do feel that it's important to take things slow. Because that way I'll be able to know and learn more about you. And being someone in this situation where things just happen so suddenly, I did not value you as a person. I took you for granted. And that should not have happened. But now I realize that. All right, Leo. There is a storyline that I'm getting, and not everybody is going to resonate with this. It's not a personal reading, right? It's not a personal reading. This is a general love reading, so it's going to be different for everybody. But the majority of you I'm seeing here, the gist of it is you got involved with somebody, and it was very fast, very sudden, and you didn't really... You might have known this person, but this person didn't make the effort of actually getting to know you as much. And the problem is you started to trust this person. However, there are lies here. This person was not truthful. The only good part that comes out of this is this person has now realized that they should not have taken advantage of you. They should have valued you and not taken you for granted. And this is exactly why you have the growth card under the bottom of the deck, which is the overall arching theme that umbrellas all of these cards. It covers all of this as growth. This person wants to grow and get to know you more. Why would they want to do that? Simply because they did not do that before. That's why it's showing up now. All right? So definitely, word of advice, take things slow. However, if you've been in a relationship for more than 3 years, right, and the person is just not committing and you just kind of feel like, oh, where's this headed? After 2-3 years, you really shouldn't be feeling that. You're going to have to reassess your situation. There's no use living on eggshells, walking on eggshells. You can't do that. And whatever the situation is, a third-party situation, many of you know, could mean another person that this person is with, and it's causing a problem. They just wanted something on the side, so you became their side piece. Or this could also be somebody who is taking care of a loved one who's sick. Somebody who's working very far away, and they just can't dedicate that time, that energy, that effort to be with you. Somebody who may have custody of the children, and they can only see you once a month, once every 20 days, for example, right? And so the rest of the time they have to be with their kids during the weekends. It's just stuff like that which is considered a third party. Third party is not always bad. It's third party just responsibilities that the person is already going through, right? Of course, third party, if it's a person, then that's kind of a different situation. The majority of the time, however, I've seen when there is a third party situation, whether it's you with somebody or this is a cross watcher, you know, why is my person with somebody else, right? What I have seen is people end up meeting their twin flames, their karmic partners, or their soulmates, sometimes at very odd times in our life when we're actually committed to somebody. It's a very strange phenomenon. But when that happens, it shifts something inside of us. Some of us do leave our partners. Some of us simply have affairs. Some of us are able to have the affair and then stop it altogether and move on, right? There's so many different outcomes. But the thing is that it really depends on the person who is having these feelings. They sometimes find their soulmate, meaning they've been married before in a past life, meaning they could have been married before and they're married now again to somebody else, but that person that they're dealing with was also their spouse. So now in this lifetime, they are aware of one spouse and they're also aware of a spiritual spouse, which is the strangest feeling. It's a very difficult feeling. It is not easy. It is traumatic. And it is also, I mean, it's emotionally draining. And many of you people out there, you've experienced this. I've experienced this. So I know how it is. It hurts like hell. But it is truly, and it sounds crazy, but it's a lesson. It's a lesson for the soul to learn. And hopefully one day I'll make a video on that as well, on Asnointia audio, to talk about the soul's goal. Probably I'll title it that, because the soul has a goal, okay? And there's many, many goals. There's many purposes that we have in life, but one of the things is you know, going through the good and the bad, understanding both. And sometimes it's karmically involved. Even a soulmate may have a little bit of karma involved, where somebody needs to learn a lesson. And, you know, after a few years, we realize, hey, this is pretty amazing because now I'm stronger. I'm different. This entire incident changed me. Eventually, we have to see what we can do with the experiences that we have in a positive way, not in a negative way. Positivity will get you far, negativity will not. Let's have a look here at the Lover's Path Tarot. So this is something that may, oh gosh, this is something that may have occurred in the first place. The reason why this whole situation kind of went downhill. And I have the Three of Cups, and I'm not seeing this right now as, honestly, I'm not seeing this as a celebration kind of card. I'm seeing this as a third party. 3 people involved. It could be even more than 3 people involved. This could have been somebody with one individual with actually 3 people and not just 2. And they thought that this is normal. Like they thought that that was okay. For them it's okay because that's what they believe, that's what they want. But for you, that's not okay. We have here the 3 of Cups and we have the King of Staves. All right, let's have a look. 3 of Cups. So this does talk about how this person overindulged in certain things and certain pleasures, materialistic pleasures, and there was a sense of procrastination. It is suggested in this card that it's time to go back to work. So what does that mean? Just getting back to work means getting, starting the connection once again, working on the connection, right? But somebody here was not working on the connection, and there was procrastination. Why do we procrastinate? Why would somebody procrastinate? Usually because we don't want to deal with the darn truth. We can't handle the truth. We can't deal with it. And so what do? We avoid it. But where does that get us? Nowhere. You can't avoid things forever, right? Eventually it catches up with you, and it's like a snowball effect. It gets even bigger and bigger. The problem will become bigger and bigger the more you avoid it. You have to nip it at the bud when it's very tiny. Just can deal with the situation while it's small, so that it does not grow into something huge. There is a problem here where this person could have been involved with, if the feminine energy, it could be with males as well, but basically this person seems to have been enjoying themselves with other people. Partying outside. This could also involve drinking, or it could also involve some type of unhealthy habits that were excessive. This is why they have the word here, overindulgence. So this is something that was happening, and wow, that is a definite red flag. Like, you don't want that. You know, you want somebody who's a bit more committed and not going outside all the time. Sure, you can go out with them and both of you can go out, right? But doing things behind your back in a sneaky kind of way, that is what the problem seems to have been. Here we also have the King of Staves. Let's have a look at the King of Staves. So, once upon a time, the person that you were with may have seemed, and maybe they were, a very confident person. They had a lot of mastery over many things, and they seemed supportive, okay? Now, unfortunately, let me tell you, and some of you may resonate with this because I'm sensing this right now, this person would accommodate you and be with you when they wanted to be with you. And you would think that they're the best thing ever. Here we have a situation where they were very supportive. However, if you think about it, they were supportive when they needed you a little bit for themselves as well. So what I'm trying to say is that when you actually needed support, they most likely did not show up. And this is what the problem was. This is one of the main issues here. Is that at some point in time, this person started to lose enthusiasm. They started to lose their confidence in this connection. They wanted to harness these forces again, but they were not quite able to do so. This is somebody who seems supportive but isn't reliable. So that's what ended up happening. So it's almost as if they used you. Like if they wanted something from you, then they'll be really, really nice and they'll be very supportive. But then when you need them, it's like, where the hell are you? And they'll say, yeah, I'm coming. But they'll be like, oh, sorry, something happened. I can't come today. But this is something that has repeated over time, and it became part of this person's personality, and that's why it definitely started to annoy you. This is something that happened here that I'm seeing with these cards in particular. Pleasure seeking. This person seeks a lot of pleasure. Pleasure seeking, and they're not really taking the relationship that you have, the love that you gave them, that unconditional love, right? That mothering love. They did not take that as seriously. And let me tell you why they didn't take it seriously, because that's not what they're looking for. You can have a look at some of my other videos on Asnointia audio. I will be uploading more soon. Hopefully, I'm going to be able to. But it's all about the emotions of the divine masculine versus the divine feminine. Have a look at some of the videos there. Hopefully, they'll provide some enlightenment. All right. Let's have a look here. So this is any actions, any intentions that this person might have. We have here the Four of Cups. So like I said, I am channeling only myself right now. These are not entities in my room. I know that. because I help people get rid of negative energies from their home, around their aura, and inside of their body. We have here the Four of Pentacles, King of Cups, as well as the Ace of Swords, if anybody is interested in knowing what the extra cards were. I only picked the top card, guys, because I feel energetically that there is more energy and more meaning on the top card. The others are a bit scattered energy. But if it's meant to come out, it will come out once again. Sometimes that has happened as well. So we have here the Four of Cups. A lot of sadness, a lot of feelings of regret, having missed an opportunity. That's what this person is feeling. Not good. We also have here the Ace of Pentacles, and then we have the Three of Wands. Okay, followed by the Ten of Wands under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. Just give me one second. I have to just close something because I believe there may be too much noise coming in. Okay. All right. Leo, there's a lot of struggle that this person is having too, you know. You're struggling, but this person's also having issues. Four of Cups, they are feeling that they have missed an opportunity, that they do regret certain things that they've done. One of the key words for this would be like sadness, melancholy, depression almost. And of course, there's different levels of depression for people. We also have here, right after that, we have the Death card. So there's so much upsetness that this person now wants to put the situation to death. They just want to kill it off. Let's not deal with it anymore. And let's have brighter days ahead. That is what they want. So they really do want to get rid of the situation. They don't want this kind of situation that they're in. It's not healthy. It's not making them happy. There's no progress. So they want to change it. We also have here the Ace of Pentacles. And this does talk about how this individual is thinking and planning of wanting to give you a solid offer of love. This is a really nice offer. It's very solid, and it is related to love, but it's also very much related to stability. There's a desire here for wanting to be very stable. Now, what I also see here with the Three of Wands is very much so how, you know, how the saying goes that waiting for your ships to come in with this particular card. So this person is not going to make any type of move just yet. They'll know it when they see it. They're waiting at the horizon. They just haven't seen it yet. And that basically means when they feel, you know, with their gut instinct that, okay, such and such thing can now change. We can do it this way. I can do this. That is when it's going to change. It's not going to change just, you know, within a few weeks or months. It could, but what I'm sensing here is that there's a whole lot of waiting and a whole lot of transformation, because this person needs to change their perspective. They need to feel guilty. They need to understand what they did was wrong. And only after guilt, which I've seen with my cards, after guilt comes wisdom. And it's after wisdom then you have a little bit of healing. It's important to do that, because that's how people start to, you know, empathize, I guess, with others. And they're able to at least talk. Here I'm seeing that things kind of were left hanging, and there's a lack of closure in this connection. And because of that, it's caused a lot of heartache, especially for you, but even for this person. They don't like it either. They feel a little stuck, though. Ten of Wands under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. Ultimately, this person is feeling is that there are certain things that they do wish to come true, but there's just too many burdens, too many responsibilities, tasks, family responsibilities, health-related matters, financial-related matters. You know, people have so many other things in their lives other than the romantic side, right? There's a lot of other problems that humans have. And this is something that, you know, maybe you don't see, or maybe this person just doesn't show. But there is definitely a heck of a lot of issues, overwhelmed. This person's completely overwhelmed with so many things, and they're unable to handle a certain amount now, to the point where it's like they their knees will just give way. Like their legs will, and their knees will. They'll just fall down because they can't handle all of the weight. Now remember, this was all associated to a third-party situation, which, like I said, doesn't have to be one individual who has an affair. But what I am seeing, in addition to whatever that is, there is a heck of a lot of responsibilities, a lot of burdens, a lot of stress, a lot of tension. And this is what this person's going through. Now imagine this. Why would this person give you any type of attention when they're completely overwhelmed? They cannot, even if they want to, because everybody knows that somebody deserves their full attention, right? If you're going to be in a connection, you want 100% to be in that connection and to be there for that person. What this person has realized is that they're just simply overwhelmed, and they realize that they cannot actually give you any type of time, the energy, the effort, because it will only be 3-7. I'm getting the number 3-7. It will only be 37% of time and energy and effort. Do you want 37%, or do you want at least 90%, right? That's what the problem is here. This person can't be with you because of certain other issues that they're kind of stuck in, like other commitments, other problems. This is up to you guys. It's up to you. Either you can wait for this person to complete whatever is going on in their life so that they get settled. And sometimes people don't get settled either, which means you cannot wait around forever. You've been waiting for a long time already. Every situation is different for every individual. All right, let's have a look what the angels have to say about this one. All right, so let's have a look. Big happy changes, very nice. Now, big happy changes simply means that by default, everything in your life, there's going to be some changes. They're going to be big, and you're going to be happy about it. That's very good. I'm happy to see that. That's good. That's what you need. That's definitely what you need. We also have here trust. Now, this card and the way I do my readings, and many of you can read my profile as well as my bio on my website. This is trust in the Christ consciousness. So when I say this, it's because this is who I deal with. So the way I do it, I do trust in the Christ consciousness. From there, in your mind's eye, you can reach his Father, Jehovah. He has other names. From there, you can also call upon Archangels Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel to guide you and to protect you throughout this entire situation. It is important for you to get some type of information. So ask the right questions. Be very detailed. And then intuitively, you will be receiving information to all of the questions that you've answered. Now, this could come in the form of messages directly in your head. Voices, you will recognize if these are good voices or evil voices. They sound different. And intuitively, your spirit and your soul will be able to distinguish if it's good or bad. It could also be just, signs, posters, words and sentences that you may hear. So it is important to just trust in the universe, but you have to also not just let it go. You don't just give it off to the universe. You have to manifest it too. You have to be positive about it. Okay, let's have a look. So we have here also reconsider. So there's something here that is going to happen where the angels are saying to reconsider what it is that you are going to say and do. Everything that you have thought may be slightly different from what you had thought or planned. So any actions, any words that you were going to speak, be very careful. We have here reconsider, and then we have a year from now. Now, I know that not a lot of you want to wait a year from now. Whatever happens, the changes will occur from now until the next year. So within the 12-month span, I'm getting number 7 and 8, so it could be 7 to 8 months. I'm also getting 9. Oh my God. I'm getting too many now, 11, 12 even. 10, 11. Okay, so this is because I'm channeling, so this is a bunch of people where the timelines are coming through, and they're all different times, but
there is, just understand that there's going to be something, you're going to be happy about certain things that are going to happen in the future, okay? That's what it comes down to. Now, I also have this card that came out, Get More Information, and that's very similar to what I was saying before. To get more information about this particular person, this particular situation, because once you do, you will then be able to use that information and then reconsider your plans. You can adjust accordingly. There will be success. Thank goodness, that's really nice. But right now is not the right time to do this. Right now is not the right time for you to be with this person. Your level has already reached up to here, okay? This person's level is down here. They need to come up to your level, and then your frequency will be the same. You will resonate the same, and it will be a better union. We also have here remain positive. So this is something that is quite interesting. By remaining positive, you will be able to attract positive energy, and that is by repelling negative energy. For some of you, you may wish to have a look at my Holy Light package that removes negative energy and allows positive energy to stay around you and with you. It does not block negative energy anymore. I mean, sorry, what am I saying? It does not block positive energy anymore, but it allows positive energy to come in, because then it starts to block negative energy out. Here we also have forgiveness. The forgiveness card here talks about how in this connection somebody really feels hurt, and I'm getting the word lies and betrayal. Lies and betrayal. Somebody feels hurt, and so somebody is going to come back into your life, Leo, and say sorry. They're going to ask for forgiveness, and it is totally up to you if you want to give it or not. I would recommend that you do. You don't have to forget. But the thing is, and I've mentioned this in a few other readings this time around, forgiveness card has come up a lot, actually. Forgiveness and compassion, it's very much a philosophy, right? The belief in the Bible. And forgiveness, literally, if you don't forgive, okay, it's like a grudge, right? If you don't forgive, it's like a negative energy bubble that orbits around your body, around your aura, and it stays with you. And it also attracts a lot of other negative energy, because there's also a lot of resentment. But the thing is, if you get rid of this forgiveness, this bubble, this negative energy bubble, then it will no longer be around you, and you will no longer have to worry about it, because you've dealt with it. You've been there, done that. You finished that off. But if you don't, it will bring you down constantly, and it will add on to other negative things that are around you. The only thing you can do is, yes, you can try to forgive somebody. Try to use compassion. This person just didn't know any better. You are at a higher level. They never were. You were here to teach them a lesson, and so they've learned. And now it's come to the point where you are that person with that higher kind of mindset, the higher spiritual self, where you are able to forgive somebody because you just realize, you know what? This person just didn't know. They're just, I have to say the word, sometimes dumb. They're just that dumb. They just didn't know any better. You know, what the heck? Some people, however, do it on purpose. So it is hard to forgive others, but it is best to try to forgive and maybe not to forget. And the thing is, even if you forgive and forget, don't ever repeat the same mistake again. I have had so many clients that tell me that I don't know why I keep attracting the wrong person again and again. I don't know why I attract certain types of people. It's not that you attract those types of people. It's that you allow those types of people to come into your life. Who's doing that? Who keeps up those boundaries and who brings them down? You do. So no, it's not that you're actually attracting, it's that you're accepting. So just remember, even after the phase of forgiveness, you have to have that phase of remembering that, okay, you know what, I've been there, done that, and I'm not going to do that again. Because now I'm wiser. Now I've learned from my mistake. Now I've learned from this lesson. And everybody has a different situation. You know, you might have gotten married and a week later your spouse turns into a complete monster. That's one of the ladies that I did a reading for.
And it happens. It does happen. People do change, just like a bloody switch. And it's hard. It's not easy to forget because it's traumatic. At that point, then you have PTSD. You got to get like therapy, stuff like that, right? So that's huge. The best thing to do is try to have it fade away from your life and learn from that experience. Experiences are all there, good and bad, simply for us to learn from them. And we become bigger and better than what we were before. And at the end of the day, it's the spirit that ends up feeling all of this, but it's the soul that remembers it all. The soul is eternal. And for whatever next life you get into, that soul will remember those feelings and emotions because it becomes a part of your soul's resume. Everything that you've done in this lifetime, good, bad, whatever, that is an experience that you've gone through. And depending on your conscience, you know, if you want to do good or bad, it all comes back. Good comes back, and also the bad comes back as karma. People who have broken people's hearts, people who have deliberately hurt others, it is huge karma, bad karma, because I've seen that in my past life readings. Anybody who's actually broken someone's heart, that itself is bad karma. Anybody who has lied or misled, even the slightest, that is bad karma. And we don't think about it that way, but because I've been doing past life readings for a very long time now, I see the results of that. And it's devastating. People don't know why they're being hurt in this lifetime. And it's sometimes because the opposite happened in the past life. But there's also negative energies that throw in a monkey wrench into all of our plans, all of the good things that we have going on in our life, and negative energies just don't want us to succeed. And that's why I have the chakra checkup package, I have the negative energy checkup, I also have the holy light package, so that any type of negative energy that's bothering you, whether it's poltergeist activity in your home, whether it's a spirit, a ghost, somebody did black magic, it could be anything. There's so many things that could happen. It helps remove safely all of that negative energy. And that's why I created that, because myself, I've been through a lot of weird stuff in my life. So yeah, as long as you can be in a positive environment, have that, bring that life back, you know, bring it back. It's not lost. It's still there. It's just kind of uncovered under a whole bunch of stones and rocks and debris. You just have to find that light once again. You have it there. And we all sometimes don't take this, you know, we take this life for granted. And it's important not to, because not everybody has a long life, right? We all know that. But whatever peace you have, try to make the most of it. And if you feel you're stuck with somebody, it is time to move on, because your soul needs to be happy in order to excel in its existence. It needs to be happy. All right, Leo. I know that was a little bit of a lecture in the end there, but I sometimes feel that I have to talk like that because I know what it is that you guys feel. And with all the readings that I do, it's just very natural to me now to explain certain things in this manner. All right. I hope I was able to provide some of you some clarity, some guidance, maybe some inspiration, hopefully. All right, my darlings, you all take care, stay safe, and I will see you guys again. Thank you for your support and your encouragement. Definitely have a look at the other channel too, Asnointia Audio. You may find some videos that'll be helpful in your current situation. All right, take care. Bye now.